What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And this particular video, I didn't know that half damn season is already over with, and the season finale is next week. They only got 6 damn episodes, but it's called Selling in the ATL Season 1, Episode 5. I felt like, well, let me go ahead and put this in. I don't know if I'll end up doing Tamar events, at least not this week. But anyway, shout out to my YouTube fam. And if you're not part of my YouTube fam, don't forget to subscribe and like and share this video, y'all. But also, it can be called, based on accusations, selling tail in the ATL, because it's been, people been selling more than real estate, or get that, get that, commission and everything else. If y'all been watching this show, because I don't think now, I didn't watch, nor did I review or watch too much the cutting in ATL. But there was a couple of YouTube, fellow YouTubers and our YouTube fam that were reviewing that show, and it seemed like everybody was like, forget it, because I don't, besides Alexander, that's what spurred me. I had to go back, because I've seen a couple of these episodes. But Alexander Rogers, hilarious. His roast and review is just phenomenal. Please check out Alexander Rogers. So I think he's the only one that I've seen that's actually reviewing this show. But I just wanted to note here, Thalia had a rundown real quick. Thalia had a party last week in one of her clients, potential clients, homes or future homes, whatever, right? And Sarah and her ended up kind of getting in. Sarah was kind of like trying to steal her client, like, well, have you worked with this investor before, or is the only investor this you will work with, or we work with other investors? And you got Sarah, you got kind of like Thee, I like to call her. I don't know what I'm going to call her. Thee, I won't call her. Seems to be, basically, we already know it during the first episode that she's the type that uses social media, and she will show the cleavage if needed to sell a house. Okay, she's kind of like out there with the thing, with her selling techniques. And so what we're gathering is we're seeing the fall of the relationship, and even they were showing another clip, from last episode, and we know the episode that she was crying, saying, well, how do you get basically your clients to, like to seal the deal? She said, yeah, it's this, but it's the ticket, and I guess it's the numbers. Sarah's like, it's the numbers, and it's all about the integrity. But she's like, it may sell, but she's like, her integrity. Basically, she sells. It's not about her. It has something to do with appearance, but it's all about her mouthpiece and know what the hell she's talking about, based on what they're saying. Sarah's like, well, I wouldn't do this if I had, this and that is this numbers, blah blah blah. But is it just me, y'all, or did we already know that they were probably going to fall out by the end of the season? It was just something, I don't know. Okay. So, we got my darling, or I like to call Miss Christine. I know I'm not pronouncing it, but that's what she called my darling Christine, because she gives me, And her mom, or also Mrs. Mama, go to the lingerie shop, because Miss Christine, my darlings, ever since, Miss Christine, my darling says that ever since, Mama Hall, I think her name is Miss Bernice. Her husband, I think her husband has passed away. She has not been on a date, so they're going to a lingerie store to basically get her sexy back with her, right? And Jay also knowing she's just so, she just remind me of a black Tinkerbell, and she looked like a little black Tinkerbell. Then when they be having, the introductions between stuff, then she had this big ass bowl on her. Sure, I never paid attention to till now. But she goes to meet with the ladies, my darling Christy, meets, lets her meets with there, and she's planning on having this party. I guess we're going to see in the season finale, where she's inviting all the girls. And they were talking, I think, a little bit about what happened, or my darling was telling Jay about Valius and, Arsenal Steepies and Shara's somewhat fallout, and what Sarah said, what it was said here and that, and they're just like, damn, that was really her friend and stuff like that. But did you also see that she met up with Sarah also too? And Sarah's just like, I deal with like basically deal with class. She sells ass or pretends to sell ass. I'm not the type of way. Now, my darling Christy also informed this. Now she's on the team with Sarah, and also, okay, Okivia. I don't want to spell the name wrong, whatever. But Okivia was about to get knocked off the block based on because their client Joy, who's the wife of this investor, okay, didn't like what Okivia has presented her, thought it was a hot ass mess or whatever that was displayed. So, anyways, of course, my darling Christy is going to take this to her advantage because if she can get a number one spot close to Elena, the high-end hustler, or person over this project supposedly, then that has a better chance that she gets, all or majority of whatever next person in line can get commissions or whatever off the sale of these properties. But yeah, so like I said, Jay felt kind of awkward about why they meet in the lingerie shop, but okay. So another scene, like I said, Sarah and Titi. No, Sarah was doing the property. She's been at what they call the Beltline area, or where they're starting to have these more of this upcoming communities and what is this train line or underground subway train line, whatever. And so was showing properties of upper house, like I guess of a a loft townhouse, loft building. And then Titi comes in to basically talk about how she felt railroaded and felt like, like you were coming taking jabs at me being carried the whole damn night. And she basically was letting me, then it got back and forth, and then it got to the point with Titi like this. Well, so you're telling me every client that you had, that you did not basically, throw a little extra, basically your coochie out, besides the house as a bonus in order to get that, to close the deal. And she's like, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do this. So how to go back and forth. Then you got back and fear, fuck you bitch, my charity, stuff like that. I sell more than you type of thing. Fuck you bitch, whatever. Well, I kind of think that Titi was really going at Sarah more. And Titi just letting her like this. You know how much I made it sell? $900,000 something dollars, and I guess she made it sales. And she's just like, here's Sarah. That's not even $1 million. I don't know nothing too much about real estate, but what I hear, that is on broke. According to what we've heard from Sarah tonight. But Titi basically was like, here you are selling a house or offerings to the point that I guess she's so desperate to get the old money that she would basically she was making it seem like the man was coming there with a Ku Klux Klan hood on and shit like that, saying, I can't stand niggers. And she still, of course, because of that old money, still accept the client. She was like, you are, you selling this damn real estate, whatever, to a man that is a full-blown racist. And she's like, that has nothing to do with it. And she's like, better yet, we all know Sarah has a black daughter, or depending how she feel, or she says she's black, but how sometimes people, depending on what it is, like people may say biracial or whatever, but I guess she says she's black. And we found out later on in the last scene, like if she can choose between Jay asked her between the pink and the black penises, actually Sarah prefers the black dick. Okay, but so I know I'm just writing about a little story, but I do know we all know at least a couple people that even just because, but I have some black friends. But I have a black child's father. But I have a black female friend, whatever. That doesn't mean that actually they like the, what I'm saying. May like them. They just tolerate and like them for certain stuff, if you know what I mean. So do y'all have any stories about that where it's? I'm not saying Sarah's a racist. I'm just saying like you're selling property to somebody who's a racist, and on top of that, you have a daughter black and stuff, and okay, but that's her. But so she leaves, and of course she's mad. So I guess the relationship is over. Sarah's with her assistant, and he got an $800,000 listing, and she's ready to promote him because her and Titi used to share offices and stuff, and now it's like what I think is this time they're going for good, because I think Bob Rob was asking her about what is wrong with their friendship, and she was saying like that this time they're done for good. So I guess this is not the first falling out. Okay, now we have, like I said, another scene where we have Okivia, who's sitting there that she's juggling the salon, and she's going to sell a house. This episode. And Okivia, she has to sell this a nice ass home for even the asking price of $450,000. But the client is saying like this, oh, this is nice, but I don't like the chandelier. Okay, she wanted this office, she wanted this man cave, she wanted this open floor space. She wanted a dance studio. She wanted a karate studio. She wanted a basketball court. She wanted. I'm just saying, okay. And for a certain budget price, originally in the city, and but I guess it's somewhere out the city. And like I said, she didn't like the chandelier. At first, I was kind of like, still like, well, there are people who probably still specialize in chandeliers. You go to the right place, they can even install it. But okay. And then she was talking about, I don't like this refrigerator. It's not stainless steel. So even though she admired the house, she wanted the extra hookup deal on the price because that meant she was going to have to spend money. And I don't, I want to pay less for the house because I have to spend money. 9 times I guess it depends what house you have. Some people can sell you a house and it's not actually required that they keep the appliances. You know what I mean? If you like sell, even if you buy or sell or rent a home or space, whatever. Usually some people like take the appliances with them. Sometimes they may take the stove, the fridge, and other items. Some things they may leave there. So it's like, I don't know if most houses I've seen them where they usually like don't leave. Sometimes in some cases like the refrigerators and stuff and other appliances, they usually sometimes take it with them or sell them or something. But I digress. So she wants to hook up. Okay, Akivia ends up able, but she's doing it while it's kind of busy in the salon, that she's able to get the house for, first she was trying to go down to 400,000, but she was able to get connection with the seller's agent or something like that, somebody. And then she was able to get 430 something dollars. So it's even better than the price that she had, that the potential clients or owners were going to pay for. So yeah. But then she realized this too. I think she talked with Mike. What was that from Cutting ATL about sometimes like how you have to cut your losses and you have to look at the money value. And what Gibia was saying was she's been using commission. Actually, real estate actually been working more better for her as opposed to this hair salon shows. And they got, I think, a new owner and they're up for renewal. And I guess the renewal is not worth, keeping the hair salon and keeping the real estate as well. And of course, she's looking for this $20 million project to really be on it. But like I said, little does she know, it hasn't been told yet from Elena or, the queen of this whole thing, that the woman, really Joy, does not want to own it because they meet later on and stuff. Like, she loved the properties. They show Joy. And I think Sarah shows her a nice property for $5 million, and they have a helicopter thing in the back and all this other stuff, a nice ass house, and the closet is about probably big as some most houses, whatever. But that was a nice ass closet. That's what won her over. You can have about 2 bedrooms as big as that closet with king size. So that won her over. And so yeah. Then we got another scene, y'all. So like I said, we're preparing for this big party, so where this is going to go. Like I said, Sarah talked about, but she feels like at least that her sister is doing better than even Fifi is. And so she's getting rid of her. You know what I'm saying? Then we got another scene that we see Gwen. Fifi invites Gwen to talk to her and kind of like Gwen's trying to, just see where she is. We got Gwen pointed out she knows Fifi is crying or upset, and she's missed that she has had some problems. She doesn't get along. They've been having problems. She doesn't get along with her mom, and they had problems or some distance since she was 14 years old. And Gwen, and even confessionals, is someone to her like, girl, you got to learn how to balance and deal with your the problems, because if not, it will affect her business. Now, we all know, like she was, like I said, she was a little bit too out there when we see the sex chair, and she was given instructions about how to use the sex chair. Okay, and then just 2 seconds later, her and Jay get into it later on the first damn episode. Like that, Titi is very a firecracker, whatever. You know what I'm saying, with certain stuff. But like I said, I had to remind everybody when she did blow up, and it was between her and Sarah when they had that confrontation. Then it was kind of like, what? And, here goes Sarah to remind her, at least get some clothes that fit and blah, blah, blah. There was like, everything fits. I don't know why I just talked about that. It was just the way that she said it. But, like I said, we have those covers. There's a lot of things that didn't stand up, but I wanted to bring out, it's going to be an interesting last season finale, because I want to point out the last scene where Christine Mardarling and Okivia meet, and I think Sarah's there as well. like I said, Elena's met with the girl, whatever. And then I want to point out also the scene with Titi with her man Kai, whatever, right? Now they up there to dinner, scenes romantic and shit, whatever, right? But here's the problem. The way he's like, you know what? I wanted to say something for you so long. And you know, they had nerves to sit there and play this romantic music and shit. And then he's all doing, because she was like, yeah, okay, what are you going to say? And he is wanting, oh, let's drink some wine first. And then you see him straighten up, okay, well, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, even I'm like, bro, is you going to say something? Really? Come on. And then when he had nerves, I went to propose. When he said propose, and had the nerves to say that had nothing to do with a marriage proposal, propose that I want to be your husband. But it just seemed like his sign language stuff was like, and like I said, I thought when he was straightening up his, his suit coat, that he was going to maybe possibly pull out a ring, and then, you could tell nervous. And it turns out it's to make her business supposed to be business partners so they can start flipping houses and shit. I'm like, what? And she didn't get offensive to that. He was like, well, we wanted to work with be business partners, something, a new venture and stuff like that before, blah, blah, blah. She said she'll think about it, but it was a good turn. But even she admitted, like, I thought that it was going to be different. And I'm just saying, I would have been like, I ain't about to cheers that. So you mean to tell me you bring me to one neck to dinner to propose a business partners, like we've been sitting there, working the same office cube together back and back or whatever. And she let me know, like, it's not going to be easy, whatever. But it was just the way that he presented and dealt with that did not make any, it was just like, it made it a romantic moment like this. Even though she tried to play it off like, oh, okay, well, I'll think about it. And then he's talking about working, with consistent check and all this other stuff. I'm just like, now, y'all, I want to ask y'all, if y'all was with somebody for a minute, whatever, y'all boo, or whatever you want to call them, my cutesy wootsy or whatever, right? Now, how would you feel, because, ladies propose too, whatever, if here's the person that the same thing was like this, I brought you and I've been wanting to say something to you for a long time, and, oh gosh, let me calm down for a second. Let's take a drink. Let's cheers to the moment. Let me stare at you. You're so beautiful or handsome, And you know what? I just wanted to say so deeply right in here that I've thought about this. Can we go into business together? You know what I'm saying? We can I heard about this program. We put $500 down and stuff like that. We can start making money the same week, okay? We just need a Western Union account, stuff like that. I seen on Instagram. What the fuck? You know what I mean? So, anyways, like I said, then we go to the last scene, but I'm just saying that was some pure bullshit. But like I said, we have Lena, like I said, she doesn't know she's going to keep Akivia on whatever the way it's going. When Joy was talking about, like I said, the $20 million profit person, whatever, or project rather, like the client, whatever, was talking about. But like I said, the last part, like I said, Akivia did have to talk to her, to her team. And she said the hardest said she's going to close, like I said, the salon down. They kind of understood. But, they were changes and they kind of just were encouraging to her because they all love working together. So, go ahead, Akivia, okay? But, here's the last of this thing. Jay comes in for some information, like I said, with Sarah, my darling, Christy. And also Akivia, oh my gosh, I keep getting the lady's name wrong. And she finds out, like, okay, to see this so-called client. She Googles or find an article said, like, this dude is on some fraud stuff. The money, all this money he has, he's been getting from churches that he has had somewhere in Ghana, I forgot what city, Bolivia, Kenya, or somewhere. And been stealing money from the churches, okay? Now, that's not something you're supposed to say amen to. So, the ladies started questioning a little bit. They looked at her, you got Christy, my darling. Even she was like, that's messing with the Lord. I'm hungry. I mean, I want some more microcorporations, but I ain't that darn with it. And did you notice how Joy was saying, like, about her, like, she likes Christy, my darling, but thought that dress that she wore reminded her of The Walking Dead as one of the extras, or possibly could have been in Kanye West, last fashion show. I mean, that's what the hell we were getting. So, but she still likes her. And, you know, so, anyways, she comes up with this, and here's Kitty's first thinking about, like I said, she like, I need that check though, since I'm closing the salon store down at Devil Advocate. But even though she's kind of still like, I don't want to mess with that neither. So now we have this other issue. Now, Sarah was like, then they start questioning, why would Elena, now if Jay can get this information and she, like I said, is just a Tinkerbell out the whole group, why in the world would Elena? Now either she does not care, or either she just thoroughly just did not look at information or trust these clients, or felt because the numbers that they're running, they sitting here with limousines and flags and shit, and coming to America music and every damn thing, and got the dude singing She's Your Queen to Be and every damn thing else, and got security and every damn thing else, that's what she was looking at. So now I guess they're gonna question her in the season finale. And that's about it, y'all. Just a little here, there, razzle-dazzle. But anyway, y'all have a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and I'll see you in the next video, and hugs and love. And take care.